Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 46 of the Oak Life Show. Solo episode. Want to talk about an article that just popped up on my Facebook feed called Who's Really the Selfish One? By a guy by the name of Wes Pyatt, who's a very competitive fitness guy, coach, athlete, has done some really nice things in the realm of these high-level fitness competitions. Writes this article saying who's really the selfish one. So in coaching people, and when he brings people into the gym and they sit down, they have a conversation, okay, he asks them to list out their priorities. What are things that are important in your life? And almost everyone, to a T, will say, my family is number one. And they will say, my career is number two. Career/money. Health is number three. I'm going to prioritize myself last in front of these things because obviously my family is the most important thing in my life. And career, in order to make money or to put a roof over the head of my family, is number two. And my health, number three. And he makes the argument, how about health one, your family two, and your career three? And when he says that to most people, they look at him with disgust, like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Okay. And again, the title of this article is Who's Really the Selfish One? Okay. The picture that he paints is that too often of the time is that people get crazy into their career. They will get into this tornado of life with their family, where they're run into gymnastics on Mondays and soccer on Tuesdays and baseball on Wednesdays and back to gymnastics on Thursdays and something on Fridays and this on Saturday, and you're just bouncing between career and family, career and family, career and family. And you get stressed out. All of a sudden you're living on coffee. You can't do anything in the morning without 7 cups of coffee. Okay, and then you start doing the energy drinks, and then all of a sudden you go to the doctor at some point and he says, hey, you have some high blood pressure. You're like, that's okay. And you start kind of getting the dad bod or the mom bod. It's just like, well, I have kids. That's what happens. Da, 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 da. And it can, whatever. And then all of a sudden you have another doctor's appointment. And now all of a sudden your cholesterol is a little high. Okay? And blood pressure is still high, if not higher. Okay? And then you keep going with this whirlwind of life because none of this stuff seems to be life-threatening yet. The sad news is at some point it can be. And it can go just like that. He sadly tells the story where his dad passed at the age of 31 from a heart attack, which is just a sad, sad thing. And his mom at 62, okay, from other heart issues, okay, and how fragile life truly is. And not to be overly negative with this or sad with this. Okay, but he makes the argument, who's really the selfish one? Okay, for that dad that takes 4 hours a week, or 1 hour every 4 days, or 1 hour 4 days a week, to prioritize his health so he can work out, so he can be there for his family, so he can be there for his career. And I understand family and career are extremely important. You need to work on these things now. But you also need to be there for your family. You also need to be there for your career 5 years from now. 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now. Your family's going to need you for a long time coming. Okay? And if you're not there because your health doesn't allow you to be, that's a sad thing. It's a really sad thing. Okay? So we ask you to look at the important things in your life. Okay? And prioritize some things. And guys, I don't know. I wish I could say my order was always this all the time, but it's not. Sadly, this last one creeps up way too high on me way too often. I don't know if you're anything like I am, but it happens. Okay? However you can balance these things is interesting. But the idea that, hey, if you take a little time for yourself, for you to be healthy, you're not selfish. You're pretty smart. Thanks for watching.